Going down the lineup, of course, you see Connects, Anzu, Reeve, and the real Gits for CC. Not the fake Gits for CC. Cruel, Zion, Flick Switch, and Spixie. So pretty much the same lineup for BRD that we saw earlier. We'll see if the outcome is the same or if CC can take this map from them. We've seen a lot of ranking today, and it looks like we're going to keep seeing it. So a lot of 2K4 players coming in, very familiar with this map. And we're going to see what happens. Players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here, kicking this one off. Ooh, early on, Anzu with an early Enforcer kill. We've got a 4v4 match on Rankin for the first point in this matchup. So shots going back and forth. Give you a back view a little bit. First 100 armor is going to come up. CC all over it. And they're going to tie this game right back up. We're going to see as BRD trying to take control of that top area. We saw them do that effectively against Half Abs earlier. See shots coming out from down below, but Flick Switch able to stay alive. They're going to have to make a run on this shield belt now. You see them collapsing down. Reeve is down on it, getting 1 kill on Spixie, staying alive. We'll see if he can fight his way out. Only 21 health, though. Nothing to really back up that armor. So 15 seconds till the amp spawns. Let's head over there. So we go back through flak. And you can see CC is kind of pushed back over across the map to that rocket launcher area. Typically when people have control of the map, they're going to be controlling this sniper area. Looks like BRD is all over it yet again on this map. And they do grab themselves an amp. He goes down. Zion picks it up though. Reeve putting a lot of pressure on that amp runner. Trying to prevent him from doing his, any real damage. There's so many targets in this map whenever you're playing 4v4 that an amp sniper runner can really do a lot of damage. Oh, big combo there on Reeve. So Zion continues his run with the power-ups. He's been mostly getting fed this game we saw in the earlier team deathmatch games. Had some big amp runs earlier. CC though, pushing them off of the top, perhaps while they were going down for power-ups. We got 100 armor spawning next. Looks like Zion's in position for it. Gonna give it up to Spixie to help control that top area. We do have Belt and Amp spawning soon, so we're gonna see who gets in position ahead of time. You'll probably see people up top here. So we'll rotate around. And there again, you see Red Team CC in that back kind of rocket launcher area, maybe getting ready to push through 100 armor. They do. They make that big push over Sniper Rifle with Reeve on the right side, Anzu off on the left side. They're going to be in position for this amp. You do have a fight over the shield belt as well, so both teams splitting up. Flick Switch, though, manages to sneak in, get the kill and the amp. That was a huge kill right there. And instantly negates that shield belt. Ooh, Flick Switch with a close range amp sniper. Somehow staying alive here, and the entire red team gets wiped out there as BRD comes storming back to take the lead. Flick with the headshot. Flick making quite the run here, considering how low his health is. And there he goes. Of course I say that. He goes down immediately. So shield belt's going to spawn. We have a tie game on our hands. Just about a third of the way into this one. Cool grabbing that belt, but again, getting out with only 11 health. We've seen a couple people grab belt and come out really weak and immediately go down. You see it right there as CC coming, storming back, trying to make that top area theirs. Getting in position for this amp that spawns in 10 seconds. Connects is up top with Flick Switch. Can't make the shots connect. And now Flick Switch with that flat cannon, helping control that sniper area. And Amp spawns right now. Anzu though, sneaking around underneath, able to take it. So BRD controlling sniper area, but not able to get that Amp into their hands. And Anzu gonna make him pay a little bit. Still only a link gun, so not gonna want to be super aggressive, but if he can close that gap and get into someone's face. And there's another kill coming out. Now he has a shock rifle in his hands. There's a double kill, so a huge amp run here by Anzu. And again, taking that amp when BRD was in the area and should have had control of it. So big turnaround right there. And all of a sudden we've got a 9 frag lead for CC. The turnaround combo there by Anzu. Pushing this up to a double-digit lead. Now these frags can come back very, very quickly in a map like Rankin. It's such a small map. But right now, CC doing a great job despite losing map control early on, or at least losing control of the sniper area of the map. Ooh, a headshot on his teammate though. You gotta be careful shooting down that 100 hallway. So we've got Amp and Belt spawning at the same time. Last time, we saw a split between the two. Each team sending a couple people each direction. CC seems to be content to just wait until about 10 seconds before Amp and then make a push. This time, they're not even contesting Amp. Zion, we've seen going some huge Amp runs so far today. There's one big shot. We'll see if CC decides. You see them kind of on that back half of the map near the rocket launcher. If you check out the mini-map on the top right. One player spawning behind him. That's who he's going for. Oh, he shoots his teammate. Got to be careful there, but you see the red team mostly hanging out around that rocket launcher area. Perhaps just trying to avoid the Amper and just run out the time. Oh, another last-second shot. So Zion hitting a couple decent shots, but overall not as damaging of an amp run as it could have been. So good job by CC of helping neutralize that simply by avoiding it. 100 armor gets grabbed. That's going to go to blue team. BRD trying to make a bid. They've actually done a pretty good job of controlling this shock to sniper area most of the game. CC has done a great job of managing to make their pushes across the map together. So you see they've been backing up here. We'll go on board with Gitz, who's kind of been hanging out in this back area a lot of the time. And see that belt taken. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 4 belts to 2, so twice as many for CC. Much more amp time for BRD. But again, CC has been making use, rather than fighting and, trying to basically stream in and knock BRD off of that sniper area, they've been making good use of that backside of the map, taking what the other team gives them, essentially. Ooh, amp up. Flick switch goes down, though. Reed grabs it. Ooh, and the death from above actually gets killed, though, right after it. And Cruel getting the kill. There's the amp run and the FOV bug combination. Reeve giving us a little bit of everything there. Oh, he slides right past the shield belt. Gets exploded all over it. You can see his flat cannon still sitting there. Another kill. BRD with a big turnaround there. Able to grab that shield belt after getting a couple kills. Now Cruel's got to get out of there. With only 5 health. Anything will take him out. Health bubble's gone. He does have teammates waiting for him back in that shock to sniper area that we've seen them holding so far this game. So he connects up there with a team kill with the Stinger. Such an easy map to get team kills on because it's such a tight area. Very easy to miss a teammate, or miss an enemy and accidentally kill a teammate. Oh, rockets to the face. So let's back up a little bit. We have 10 seconds till this amp. BRD once again in position around that upper area with shock and sniper. Can they turn that control into power-up control, though? Amp is up. They're going to be able to grab it, but Cruel's going to grab it with 24 HP. I'm surprised he's not dropping it for a teammate, or a teammate's not dropping. He finally gets a gun. So already about 5 seconds of that amp gone without a single shot being taken. There's some nice sniper shots coming out. And again, you see CC hanging out in that top area above rocket launcher, trying to avoid the amp runner, but he decides to sneak through and try to get behind him. Does a little bit of damage. And BRD is going to have to figure out how they want to attack this, because it's been sitting right at about a 10 frag lead for a few minutes now. And we're about 2/3 of the way through this one. Final 5 minutes. Shield belt's gonna spawn any second. Zion in position. We've seen him grab a couple already. Question is whoever grabs it gonna get away with any amount of health? Zion does grab it, but he's getting linked, pushed right back into the shock room. He does have teammates there, but Gitz is also waiting for him. Oh, and he goes down. Gitz able to take him out. 5 seconds till this amp spawns. CC hasn't really been pushing the amp all that strongly, but it hasn't really cost him. That said, down to an 8 frag lead, CC or BRD has been whittling it away. This would be a big opportunity for them to try to eat even more into that lead. And look at that, they go straight for the rocket area where CC had been hanging out trying to avoid the amp runner, and nobody's home. Right as he made that run, all of CC pushed across the map into the top sniper area. I'm not sure if that was an intentional strategy or not, but it was absolutely brilliant. Caught the amp runner going around the entire opposite side of the map, killed him on the way back in, and now all of a sudden CC is taking control of that sniper area of the map. I'd be very curious now to see if they decide to stay there, or if perhaps if they fall back to rockets again. I'm not sure what their strategy actually is for this map. In other words, I'm not sure if holding the rocket area is a backup strategy, or if that's just where they want to be. We did see Belt grab and neutralize yet again. Now up to a 13 frag lead. See that amp time, triple the amp time for BRD, but just not getting as much out of it as they need to. They're still contesting the belts, but I think what we're seeing is just a more efficient game by CC. They're just baiting BRD into chasing them into that rocket area and taking them out with the numbers 2-on-1, 3-on-2. I honestly don't think either power-up has made a huge difference in the outcome of the game so far. We'll see if that changes though. If someone can get a clean shield belt grab, or someone can go on an extended amp run, we'd see that totally change. Flick switch with an opportunity now, 110 health. Amp sniper rifle in his hands. He's just got to find targets. Remember last time he charged across the map and found nobody. This time he finds, 3 enemy players, but they do take him out with that flak, and now Reeve's going to have a chance to get some damage output of his own. Right in Spixie's face with that stinger. Does go down from behind. A couple seconds left on that amp, but only one shot coming out there. And pulling back within 15 now is BRD, so still plenty of time for him to make something happen as he just sneaks up right into his face. Shoots rockets. Takes him out immediately. Only 11 frag lead now. You saw how quickly. Saw 6 frags melt off the board like that, but go right back and forth. Either direction, 10 seconds till this belt spawns. It's been very difficult for either team to get a clean belt. Let's see what we see here is Zion down below, connects, dropping in from up top with flak. Zion goes down. 3 CC players diving down into it. They really wanted that belt. We'll see if they decide to push through and try to take amp this time, or if they're content to back up. Looks like they're trying to take that top area, making a push, but 3 kills for BRD. Granted, one of them was on their teammate. Pushing them away, so it looks like this might be another easy amp grab for BRD. The question is, what can they do with it? Because that was the last one of the game. They need to make something happen right now with it. Ooh, there's a couple quick shots by Spixie, getting back within 10. This is where he's relying on his teammates to tell him, where are the enemy players? Connects, meanwhile, pops off back-to-back sniper shots. Reeve gets a kill over there and grabs the amp for himself. And with a minute to go, up 12, that may be it. So back and forth. It's been about... So it's about a 10 frag lead right now, but it's been about that 10 frag lead for probably the last 10 minutes of this match. So these two teams drawing pretty much dead even for the majority of this match. 10 frags in this map, you're talking about 30 seconds of advantage for one team or another. So an extremely close game. We've seen an overtime in this game. I think it was last week, was it? But other than that, definitely this is as close of a game as you can expect to see on ranking between two teams over the course of a full match. Only a 10 frag difference. Very interesting to see the completely different playstyles there, though. CC not controlling that sniper shock area, which is sort of the traditional strategy, and the mindset is that you have to do that to win. Basically conceding that, grabbing maybe a few cleaner belts, more or less drawing even on belts, more or less even on 100 armors, and almost conceding that amp, and really just baiting BRD out. So despite having what on paper might be inferior weapons and inferior power-ups, CC able to play smarter and play a little bit more efficient and come out with a win here. There was talk in the pregame banter of perhaps changing hubs. Not sure if that's going to happen or not. All right, looks like we're going to stick around on this one. Players are ready. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. Map 2 of this 4v4 round of this final matchup of the day. We saw CC win one of the closer ranking games you could possibly ask for. And now BRD jumping on top early on Spacer. Armor up. We're gonna see CC all over that 100. Cool showing up a little bit late to the party, gonna eat some flack for his trouble. Let's see. Connects grab that 100. We'll follow him for a minute. Only 12 HP, so gonna have to be careful. We'll see if he decides to take that 100 to help control belt, or maybe get in position ahead of time for amp. This is basically the exact opposite of Rankin. Rankin being one of the smaller, more chaotic TDM maps. Spacer being one of the bigger, more complex, just sort of slower to maneuver, or slower to traverse ones. It's a lot more discrete areas in the map. A lot slower to get down, especially into that shield belt area. Very curious to find out how people set up. Reeve did grab that shield belt. Here we see the first amp spawning. And we see Cruel and Spixie already in position with that sniper rifle. Looks like they're going to get an easy grab of this amp unless Anzuov can drop down from above. Spixie taking some enforcer fire, but still 60 health, an amp sniper rifle to deal with. Ooh, crosses the map. CC did such a great job of avoiding the amp runners on Rankin so that every time BRD, even though they got the majority of amp time, weren't able to make anything happen with it. Spixie right now trying to change that pattern. Getting some big shots out with that amp. So much damage coming out there. Connects, able to kill him with a stinger, but not before doing a ton of damage. So let's take a look at this 100 armor area. It's going to be spawning in about 10 seconds. Flick Switch is hanging out over it. Sometimes you dedicate a player to this area. You do have the rocket launcher above, 100 armor down there. Sometimes you just have people sort of periodically roam through it. And now we're going to have both major power-ups spawning at the same time. We'll cross the map over to this amp area. You can see how quickly you can get to the amp from the 100 armor area. And right now, BRD circling the wagons all over the place above this amp. They really want to control this one. A headshot by Spixie knocks him off. And Flickswitch still has some armor, so he's going to grab that one and try to find some enemy players to shoot. Looks like they just grabbed Shield Belt, and he's going to be right in his face. That amp link gun. Ooh, unfortunately for Flickswitch, runs right into his teammates. So that's going to go into Connex's hands now, who has 100 armor. And about 10 seconds to go, so still plenty of time to do some damage. The big damage coming out there. And still a dead even match back and forth between these two teams. Not surprising given what we saw in Ranked. So Shield Belt is spawning right now. You see BRD all over it, eats some rockets for his trouble. So Cruel's gonna get away with only 33 armor and 16 HP. They do control that power up. Reeve's gonna get the 100 armor on the other side, and he goes down. So Amp is gonna be up in about 10 seconds. Let's get over here and see what they're looking at. Spixie's still hanging out over on that sniper rifle side, pushing away Connects. Waiting for it to spawn, and actually Reeve comes up, shoots him down from behind. So CC making a big push for this amp for the first time so far in this game. Connects grabs it, he goes down. Cool grabs it. Jump boots allow him to escape. He gets a kill off of it. So a big turnaround there by BRD, losing control of the amp area, but able to show up and hit those key shots. And down 4 now, they're gonna need to keep this amp out of their opponent's hands. CC rather, that is. BRD trying to extend their lead. They're pushing them off of belt. Looks like Spixie grabs the belt. So good job by Cruel of covering his teammate, allowing him to get a clean grab of that belt. Not so easy on this map, given how it's sort of tucked away in that little corner. Lots of people able to grab that belt and immediately taking shots to the face. Spixie, though, still 128. This is going to allow him to chase down some spawners. Oh, he's got enforcer shots coming all around him, though. There's some flat coming out. One more shot's going to give him a kill. Finally finishes off Reeve. He's got Gits below him. Pushes him away, and at this point, there's only 20 seconds left till the next shield belt. We might see them hang right back out there again. He's only got... Oh, Zion jumping down for that 100 armor. Dies to fall damage. Not top 10 plays right there, but we do have amp spawning soon. Let's head over here. And CC again making a strong push for this amp. Spixie down low, able to grab that belt, but Anzu grabs the amp. Only has enforcer though. So CC cutting it to an 8 frag lead. They are able to get control of that amp, but nothing really happening with it, as no one really had weapons to do anything. Now they're going to be facing Zion's amped link gun. Well, he goes down. You'll see everyone on BRD just respawn with an enforcer. Zion's the only one with the weapon in his hands. Pulls up to 140 over 49. So these teams are still scrapping it out back and forth. We saw, like I said on Ranked, it ended up being a 10 frag game. That 10 frag lead happened in the first third of the match. Probably the first 5 minutes, I think we saw it go to a 10 frag lead or so. Then it was back and forth ever since then. These teams right now, pretty similar. You're seeing BRD slowly kind of inch ahead. It was a 3 frag lead, then a 5 frag lead. Now they're up to a 9 frag lead. But all of that could disappear in a hurry if CC is able to go on a run and take control for a bit. Credit BRD though, they've got a strategy. They're hanging out. There's a lot of work controlling the sniper and shock rifle. And now we see CC once again in position to grab this amp. They haven't really been able to make a consistent amp run though. The ones that they have grabbed, they haven't really scored any points off of. Reed goes down, grabs it. Ooh, they take out the enemy player. Anzu gets it up. He's going to be trying to circle around. If he can get behind some of these players, there's one shot right there. So now BRD has to be careful. If Anzuoff can get into their face. Oh, he jumps up versus 3 people, and they were just waiting on him. And that's great communication by BRD. They kept track of the Amp Runner, knew exactly where he was going. Turned that corner, jumped up the jump pad, and just got blasted. So we'll take a quick look at the scoreboard here. Heading over to the 100 armor, which we've seen some pretty nasty fights over. Ooh, almost a goo kill there. Spixie's got to be careful. Connects takes that. Pretty low on health, however, so we're going to follow him and see what he can do while we take a quick peek at the scoreboard. Not surprising to see extremely even back and forth between these two teams. Looks a lot like Rankin, actually, with a little bit more amp time going to BRD. I think they've had slightly better luck turning those amp grabs into kills this match, and I think that's been the difference between this map and Rankin. All right, you got belts in 10 seconds, amp in 4. Let's head over to amp. CC's been making more strong pushes for amp lately, but this time not able to get in position, so flick switch. Grabbing it, taking it down to help control belt area. Eats a flak ball, so he's got to be careful here. I like what he did there, though. He got hit by a flak ball, was weak with amp, and he immediately dove towards his teammate so that if he goes down, his teammate can pick it up, almost like a flag carrier. And that's the mindset you have to be in if you don't want to cough it up to the other team. You can't just dive right at him if you're about to be low on health. And there you go. Spixie able to put down some more damage. So BRD just making better use of the amp runs that they're getting. They dominated the amp on Rankin, but CC was able to neutralize it. This time, not so lucky, and that's why we're seeing now up to a 17 frag lead. Those last couple minutes have really been big, as I think in the past 5 minutes or so, BRD's pushed it from a 10 frag lead up to 17, 18 now. Another belt going to CC this time. And we'll get in position early here. This is going to be a critical amp because CC is going to start running out of time soon as we're down to under the 5-minute mark. They want to turn this thing around. They're really going to want to get their hands on this amp. You see fighting going on all over the place for it. Spixie's in position, but he's a little bit vulnerable. It's going to spawn. And Anzuoff not in position to challenge it, so Spixie now going to get a couple shots off with it, although he doesn't have much health now. You see, again, diving into teammates, finding himself some health. More than anything, when you have the amp in the lead, just try not to give it up to the opponent. Ooh, close range shot. I think he was surprised to have someone drop down in front of him, but able to pull out that link, secure that kill, and now up to 20 points for the first time. And BRD hoping to roll this one up, take it home, put it in the closet, and take those points. Yeah, we do extended metaphors here. So 20 frag lead. I think 20 frags is the biggest lead we've seen between either of these two teams so far in this matchup. It's just how close they've been. Couple sniper shots there by Spixie. Ran out of ammo, unfortunately, so he's going to be on the run, but up to 21 frags, back down to 20. Kind of back and forth these two have been, but BRD just sort of slowly pulling away. Flick switch had an amp in his hands. He went down. Connects is going to have a chance to take some shots with it. Ooh, eats a rocket. So back to BRD that amp goes. Zion able to get a kill with it. And Anzuoff gets that kill and takes the amp, but only a couple seconds left. And with 2.5 minutes to go, this one going to be out of reach pretty soon for CC. We're going to go back on board with Git. Haven't watched him much this game. He's been playing the sort of not a very glamorous role, like as far as positioning goes, right? Like, yeah, I haven't been feeding him power-ups or anything. He's been mostly hanging out, fighting people off of 100 armors, trying to control key weapons and stuff like that. Not the kind of positions where you end up going on killing sprees. We'll give him a little bit of camera time here. And yeah, shield belts and amp, really all BRD this map. And I think that's one key too. The last half of this map, BRD didn't just take the amps that they've been taking on Rankin. They also moved that over into power-up control of the amp. So they've really controlled everything the last half of this map, and up to a 23 frag lead, they've really been in control the whole second half. So drawing even, each team taking a map out of the 4v4 section. We'll have 2v2 coming up immediately after this. And of course the two duel matches right after that. Still plenty of opportunity then for CC to pull some more points out of this matchup. And of course BRD, who took 4 points against Half Abs immediately before this matchup. A chance to really improve their rankings on the day. They can take more points off of CC as this matchup goes on. So combos are flying back and forth. At the end of the day, CC keeping it relatively even. It's been around that 20 frag mark for a few minutes now, but it's going to be all BRD in the second half of this one. We're going to split those points heading into 2v2 coming up next. Alright, so it looks like 2v2, we're going to have Repeat and Reeve against Spixie and Zion on Cannon, Rankin, and Focus. So, first time we're seeing Cannon today. That can be a really interesting map. Rankin can be a really interesting map as well, but I feel like we've seen it every single match today. How many times have we seen Rankin already? So Cannon keeping it fresh. See if we can find this. So Repeat, Reeves, Spixie, and Zion. 2v2, let's see if we've got that. Yep, we do have it up and running, so we'll jump right into that server right now. Alright, CC in here now, just waiting for BRD to get their members in, and we will be getting kicked off here in just a couple minutes. All right, Spixie and Zion in the server. Just gonna wait for them to team up. And we're getting rolling here. So while we're at it, let's take the opportunity to take a look at the bracket real quick. So the duel match is coming up. Anzuoff versus Cruel is going to be duel 1, and Connects versus Flick Switch duel 2. So a couple of really intriguing matchups there. First things first, we've got to settle this 2v2 matchup. We got Zion and Spixie versus Reeve and Repeat. One thing I've noticed about this map in particular, there's not really 100% natural control spots, which is to say, the easiest parts of the map to keep people out of, to kind of lock yourself in and defend, don't necessarily give you the best access to weapons and armor. So you're going to see a lot of rotating around. It's going to be a bit of a... You see I'm getting launched off that cannon. It's going to be a bit of a dogfight. What I'm curious is which teams are going to back up to a given spot. Some teams like to back up into that 100 armor area. We just saw them pick it up. And so whenever they need to regroup, they'll go there. Some teams like to back up into that sort of tower area we just saw. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams compare, where they like to hide out at in between big fights. We'll find out in just a few seconds. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with this 2v2. The final one of the day between BRD and CC. It's map 1 for you here on Cannon, one we haven't seen yet today. Doing the early link. How often do we see Reeve jumping at people early on in the match with that link, knowing they don't have any armor, putting so much pressure on them? Repeat backing up into that 100 armor, so CC ready to grab that and push them out. Oh, he jumps into the water, takes a sniper rifle down there. It's gotta be careful diving down there. Your movement is very impaired. Once you get into that water, it makes you a really easy target for anyone with a sniper rifle or shock rifle above. Ooh, a big combo turning them away after they grab that 100 armor. Ooh, Spixie rocketing himself. Not sure if he lost count of his number of rockets or just miscalculated. Oh, Reeve goes down to the water. No health there. He's going to be swimming all the way across the map to get to the other health. Amp is up. Let's go over to it. Zion able to grab that amp right off of that cannon. If he sees Reeve over there, it's going to be an easy kill. Reeve able to get away just long enough to get back to those other health packs, and Reeve just daisy chaining health packs, able to survive with that link gun of his. Smart move on his part. Able to withstand that assault. And now with a chance to fight them off of this shield belt, completely turn around control, but Zion flacks him right in the face. He gets knocked off the shield belt now. Looks like he took it first though. So a bit of fortunate timing there by Zion. Now he's going to be trying to separate CC. Reeve actually gets knocked off the map over there. So 7-1 game now. But Zion and Spixie looking in decent position to try to make something happen to turn this around. Oh, misses a combo right in between the two. And there's a big flat primary by CC. See that 100 armor spawning, so Spixie right in position for it, but can he turn it into a kill? He's only got 20 health. Repeat not letting them get a second shot off. Both CC players down to less than, well, 10 health or less, I guess you'd say. So that's going to give Spixie a chance to control this armor. If you take a look at the scoreboard, I mean, it's been pretty even as far as pickups go. Actually, more 100 armors going to BRD. Not able to translate that into kills yet, but still sticking around in this one. We're only a few minutes into it. And you see CC backing up to that belt area. This is what I talked about. Every team kind of has their favorite spots in the map. Looks like that's where they're comfortable hanging out at when they're trying to avoid an amp runner or maybe just regroup. BRD looks like they've been backing up to that 100 armor area. Of course, they have been controlling it. You have 10 seconds until this shield belt spawns. We'll take it up there. Zion now on a killing spree. May be able to grab it untouched. Nope. Gonna have to fight Revolve, but he wins that battle. And now look at the scoreboard. BRD's turned the last couple minutes around. Their control has translated into points, and now they're only 2 down. See Zion checking for those jump boots. Ooh, repeat stuck in a corner. Gonna take him out. Amp will spawn soon. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna try to catch someone grabbing that amp. So Reeve's gonna hit that cannon, then grab amp. He's gonna be underwater though. Oh, he gets up, and nice concentration there to train his aim. Oh, another one up the jump pad. He's got amped goo trying to finish him off. Can't do it. Spixie's only got 35 health, but he picks up the 100 armor and he's got himself a shock rifle. So he's now a dangerous man, getting that kill, pulling within 1. No health up. Oh, there he goes. He actually grabbed one on the way up, but Reeve grabs that belt a little bit late for Spixie, and they're going to hear that amp counting down now. So he's got to be careful. They don't want to. He doesn't want to get dropped down upon with rockets. And 100 armor spawning. You do see CC rotating over there. They haven't been getting very many of them. This time, Reeve getting over there, fighting them off, allowing Repeat to grab it. That was a big grab for CC, and they get 2 kills off of it, taking the lead right back. Belt's gonna spawn in 5 seconds. We'll get you up there. Spixie's in position for it. You do have 10 seconds till that amp, however. He's taking shots from below. He's gonna grab that belt. You see him fighting, getting that flat kill to tie it right back up. And then Repeat goes right back on top. You see Spixie now with belt and amp. Oh, he goes down in midair. This amp's gonna be on the ground. Repeat's gonna have it in his hands. Not much health to work with though. Oh, rocket to the back, and this amp is just changing hands back and forth. Ooh, back and forth again. Everyone I click to just dies immediately, so let's try to get an idea of how control is happening right here. It's only a 2-frag game, so really, I would say no real control being asserted by either team. Just going back and forth, trading power-ups. Let's take a quick look. 100 armors are evening a bit back out. CC's made more of a concerted effort to take those. Belt spawning now. You see Reeve above it. Zion and Spixie coming from behind, but Reeve there a little bit early. That's going to give him a chance to grab it clean and make a push right into their faces with Light Link Gun. Oh, that flat ball does major damage, though. They do get 2 kills off of that, so back up now to a 4-frag lead with CC in front. See them sharing those power-ups, trying to make sure that you disperse armor as well as possible between your teammates. Ooh, Flak versus Link up close. One big shot by Spixie could do it. Oh, he goes down the lift. I don't know if he meant to do that. Zion waiting for him, though. Amp is up. Looks like they might be fighting over Belt first. You see the jump there by Reeve around the backside of the map to get over to Belt. Looks like they're going to concede amp, or maybe try to make their way over. You see the belt over there. CC all over it. Spixie's going to grab that amp and give chase. Reeve was able to grab that belt, and they're just kind of hanging out up there, basically baiting BRD into chasing them in there. Oh, and CC dropping a flak ball, but still plenty of health for Spixie. He has to find a way to get up there, and that's the tricky part. And we see, like I say, different teams picking different sections of the map to kind of defend from a nice combo, threading the needle by Spixie. He's going to go ahead and get in his face. Doesn't get another kill there, but able to knock them off of their perch. And it almost looked like Spixie doesn't have timing of the 100 armor there. He went to go check it out, but it wasn't up for another 20 seconds, so that could be something to keep an eye on. If CC can get control of that 100 armor, they could really extend this lead. Just getting into the back section of this map. We do have both spawning at one time, though. The shield belt and 100 armor. Spixie in position, eats a bit of a combo, but he does take it. It's going to be one-on-one versus Reeve. Reeve's going to be giving chase. Repeat with a kill on Spixie. Great teamwork there to isolate him, and now that 100 armor up. Oh, and another big flak primary. We've seen that a couple of times this map. 1 health remaining. Reeve gets away. He does go down, though, before getting the health bubbles. Nice job there with Zion by using that enforcer, knowing how weak he was with that pistol. Able to take him out. Zion diving into Repeat's face. Repeat kills both of them with the rockets. That trade's going to be all right for CC, though. Oh, and a steal. Oh, and Zion gets tossed into the shark mouth by taking the amp and getting shot off that rocket, or shot off that cannon, rather. 100 armor gets taken by Spixie, so that amp no longer in existence, no longer in play. So 70 seconds until amp comes back up. Ooh, rockets to the face, taking him out immediately, and then Reeve grabbing that shield belt. Let's look at the scoreboard, but shield belts, I feel like, have really turned in CC's favor the last few minutes. Flak balls to the face, but Reeve's going to be able to survive that. He runs out of stinger ammo. Oh, inopportune time. Going to be stuck in mid. One more shot, but still goes down. CC still clinging to a 5 frag lead. It's been pretty back and forth the last few minutes. But the power of control that BRD was able to assert early on has evened back out in the second half of this match, and CC's been able to extend a lead. Fighting back is BRD, though, pulling back within 3. Let's see what happens as we have this fight setting up over the shield belt, and we'll have an amp right afterwards. So an easy grab of the shield belt by Zion. Curious to find out if he goes to grab amp. Oh, the headshot. Can he follow it up on Reeve or with a spawn kill? He's got a couple easy shots lined up. Spixie's going to go ahead and grab that amp. Don't think he has any weapons, but at the very least, keeping away from his teammate. Also has 100 armor, and there's the shock rifle. So a couple of dangerous players now for BRD, going to try to make a push to this shield belt. And you see CC backing up to that area they like to defend from. Getting ambushed, pulling back within 1, so here comes BRD. They were down. Oh, down by as much as I think 10, maybe 12. Fighting their way back into this one. Only down by 2 with 3 minutes to go, still plenty of time. And there we go, tie game. Spixie with the shock therapy reward. Oh, Spixie eats his own rocket. Ends up with 4 health remaining. Actually, I think it may have been an enemy rocket, but in any case, comes away with 4 health. And that was a huge turnaround there. Shield belt goes to him now. He's got Repeat in the water. Oh, and now he's in the water. Got to be careful himself, but Repeat's going to be on the run. Less. And then 20 health, down to 10 HP, actually. Oh, nice shot to knock him off of that amp. Amp's actually going to be spawning any second. Wouldn't be surprised to see Spixie jump across there. The big combo through the map. Pushing Reeve away with those shock primaries. Huge shots there because he had rockets aiming right at his face. Now he's going to have a chance for that amp grab. And Zion on a killing spree of his own, so now a 5 frag lead. BRD have completely turned this map around in the last few minutes. And these teams are just playing tug of war, just back and forth with the lead on this map. Ooh, the big amp run gets cut short. Repeat's gonna have a couple more seconds to get a shot off. Can't find a target. Ooh, and the flak ball slamming into his face. 7 frag lead with a minute to go. Not ready to call it yet, but BRD putting themselves in really, really good position to finish this one off. See the nice prediction combo there, up by 8 with a minute to go, so that looks like that's going to be it. We'll take you out of this one, but after a back and forth match, the team's just trading leads all throughout the game. CC was pulling ahead for a while there. It looked like they were going to run away with it, and BRD came storming back, finally got their power of control back on point. Able to take a 7 frag lead now with, under a minute to go, make it 8. And they're going to grab map 1. Good games coming out. Map 1 to BRD. Zion ending it on a rampage right before the concession, so finishing off strong, going to map 2. I think we're going to be seeing ranking if I'm not mistaken, so stick around and we'll see what happens next. Okay, looks like the download issue happening again. Now Repeat's having to download ranking. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so quick version on this server. I think that's what we found whenever I joined. So back and forth between these two different hubs. Downloading a new version of ranking each time. We are ready to go here, though. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 with map 2 of the 2v2 portion of the final matchup of the day. Is this going to be our last 2v2 map of the day? Ooh, Repeat taking first blood there. You saw these teams going back and forth last game. BRD eventually coming back after CC, pulling out to a lead. Well, not even an early lead. Actually, I think BRD had the early lead. CC came back. BRD came storming back to finish it off. So BRD can end things here, or CC can force a map 3. Rockets coming out to the feet of Zion, turning him away. Gonna be all over that belt. Oh, nice shock combo, killing the killing the opponent with a slowed down shock combo. So that ball got alt fires from the piston, and he's stuck with it rather than giving it up. That throws your timing off so much. That's a really, really hard shot to hit. Good concentration there by Zion, who's been on point all day. He's been playing for hours now and still keeping that level of concentration. Ooh, and a big flat primary. Two of them coming out from repeat. Earns himself an amp run, trying to separate themselves from BRD. We saw them lose a lead to them last map, so they know nothing is easy against this team. And I'm tying it right back up right as I say that. Oh, turns the corner, waiting for that flak as Reeve takes him out. A couple seconds left on that amp. Nothing really happening there. We're gonna go over to this shield belt. Looks like Spixie's gonna grab it. Doesn't have any weapons though, so we'll see if he can get himself a shock rifle. No, he's gonna be on the run now. Up top, you see Spixie trying to get that close range flak, eating some damage from the Stinger and the Link Gun at the same time. Somehow staying alive, getting a kill out of it. And there you go, Zion finishing off repeat. So back and forth we go, trading kills. Ooh, just dodges that smiley face. And Spixie able to get that kill and go up by one. And these teams again just playing tug of war here, but now they're gonna have to decide. We have amp and shield belt spawning at the same time. We got two CC players going for the shield belt. They do knock them off it and take it. Spixie gets a free amp, gets one kill off it. Oh, and another shot if he can get the kill here. So Reeve kind of draws even. They trade kills there. Reeve's gonna have about 15 seconds of amp time with a little bit of armor, just looking for someone to take a shot at. And so far, nobody poking their head out. Reeve with a patient drop down shot there, putting his team back up by one. Got 15 seconds till this belt. CC's been all over this belt. Let's see who comes after it this time. Got sniper shots trading back and forth. Zion has a chance to drop down onto it if he wants. Reeve's up top with 100. He might challenge this belt from a distance. He does just that. Zion able to grab it. Still pretty good on life though, so he can be a little bit more aggressive with this if he wants to. Oh, big combo coming in from the top. Off the top rope, if you will. And BRD right back on top. We could see an overtime game here. Would not shock me with how even and back and forth these teams have played. Ooh, Zion missing some close range snipers. Finally catches up to him. Two more coming out. So a big amp run here by Zion. He's had big amp runs all day. Oh, another big shot right before it expires. They can hit one more shot that gets that kill on Reeve. They do. And Zion gets his spree ended by repeat, but not before extending this lead back up to 4. And these teams just back and forth though, so it wouldn't shock me if we see CC come storming right back. Of course, this map's gonna mean a little bit more to CC because they will lose this match point. They lose this map. But they can force a map 3. The shot's coming in from the side. So interesting to see the maneuvering right here. We've got both power-ups spawning immediately. And Repeat's over there trying to dodge Link and grab it from for himself. He's still got plenty of health and a little bit of armor as well. Shield Belt just got grabbed by Reeves, so both power-ups going to CC. This is their chance. They tied it right back up. It's their chance to take the lead again. And there's that amped link gun, so deadly. Reeve on a killing spree now. 40 damage coming out from that link gun. Both BRD players spawning in that back link area. This is going to be a scary situation for them. Diving right into the Amper. Not much he could do about that as he was just trapped back there. And smart moves by CC to basically herd them into the Amp Runner. 3 shocks in a row by Repeat. Those are not easy shots. He's falling and bouncing all around. Up to a 3 frag lead now. Like I said, CC came storming it right back. We do have both 100 armors spawning soon. Excuse me, both armors, 100 armor and shield belt. Shield belt gets taken, but tons of damage output. He does survive, but just barely. 100 armor still up. That's going to get taken by Reeve, who has a chance with the Stinger to take out both players. Oh, Spixie gets the kill up close with the link gun. Just like that, BRD back on top by 3. A dangerous shot there from Spixie, almost taking out his teammate, but he goes down anyway. Oh, there's a big combo over there by Spixie. Destroying Reeves. Gonna look for him off the spawn with that sniper rifle. Has to be careful though, that link gun can take him out. Oh, nice last second shot with that amp to knock him off of shield belt. That was a huge kill right there. Ooh, up to a 4 frag lead, but back down to 3. The way things are going, as we're past the halfway point in this one, I would be surprised if either team takes a double-digit lead at any point in this map. It has just been dead even, back and forth. Pretty much what we saw in Cannon. Until BRD was able to sneak away towards the end of the map and just get a couple key kills to win that one a little bit more comfortably. Nobody getting comfortable in this one. BRD back up 3. And we've seen these 3 to 5 frag leads just going back and forth between these two, just trading runs. And we're going to look right now. We've got 100 up right now. It looks like they've got Repeat in position for that. Now they're going to back up. You have Amp and Shield Belt spawning. Zion's up top. He's going to go down. Ooh, Spixie dives in for that Amp. Dangerous move. They could have had a free Shield Belt, and instead trying to sneak in there. 2v1. He goes down, and now they may give up the shield belt as well. Amped. Ooh, amped link gun up front. Got to run away from that goo, but there's another kill. And now BRD. Only up 1. Still 10 seconds left on this amp. Oh, he shoots his teammate, but does get the kill. Pulling within 1 frag, and a spawner right in front of him. Both players, though, double teaming him. So a tie game now. Zion able to take him out. One thing to keep in mind too, whenever you have a game this close where players are just going back and forth, or teams rather, just going back and forth trading kills, it's almost like the beginning of a match. Nice headshot there by Reeve, falling away to protect himself. Oh, and the headshot by Zion to answer right back. Going on a killing spree, getting a sharpshooter with another kill right afterwards. So let's try to head over to this belt and see what it's looking like. But yeah, very rarely you're going to find players getting super stacked. So you can do things like dive at people with the Stinger like we just saw right there, and Spixie and Repeat killing each other with the Stinger and Flak Primary. Very difficult to do given that one of them is hit scan and the other one is close range. But still a 3 frag lead. BRD has kind of been clinging to that for a bit. We do have an amp up and it looks like nobody in position, so the interesting thing about this is whoever takes this amp might have sole control over the timing of it. Unless the other team, there we go. You're going to see BRD see it get taken, but Spixie gets the kill. And this could be the chance BRD needed to seal the deal on this one. With a couple more kills to extend this lead, you can feel a little more comfortable. Ooh, but Reeve able to take that 100 armor, or excuse me, that 150 armor from the belt, and Spixie unable to connect. So Repeat takes the 100, Reeve takes the 150. Oh, and Repeat with the headshot. So Amp goes down, pulling within 3. All of the armor is in CC's control. There's 2 kills left. Tie this one up. One more shot will take out Spixie. He runs away, but he's got the link gun there on Zion. That should get him a kill. He goes down. BRD with a 1 frag lead now. CC has them pretty weak as well. Ooh, Spixie with the sniper across the way to hang on to that lead, but he's down to 35 HP himself. And sharpshooter for Spixie as he gets another kill, but he is pretty weak. 10 seconds till the belt spawns, so we'll see who rotates around that way. Ooh, Spixie just avoids that combo. Both BRD players pretty low on life. Reeve realizes it's takes out Zion with a stinger. We saw 100 get taken. We saw Shield Belt get taken. This Amp's gonna spawn any second. Repeat has just been waiting on it. Might actually... Okay, he actually gets thrown a weapon. Thought he might actually drop that Amp. Oh, there's 1 kill right there. CC now taking the lead with just about 2 minutes to go. On the backs of that power-up control. The last couple minutes, Spixie with the headshot, though. Takes out the Amp runner. Gives them the Amp right back. And a chance to go on top. They tie it back up. Ooh, it spawner spawns right in front of him. Repeat goes down, and BRD back in front. So there's a clutch kill right on the shield belt, but Zion's gonna have to pull out that flak. It's linked down in the meantime. Reeve grabbing another shield belt. I feel like he's been all over the second half of this map. Take a quick look at the power-ups. Dead even between these two. Look at even the damage difference. Basically dead even in damage as well. And obviously the scoreboard exactly dead even. Oh, a big combo. Perfect prediction there by Reeve, giving his team the lead and the follow-up kill. So 2 frag lead with a minute to go. More importantly, resetting his opponents down to 0. No weapons, no armor. Extending that lead and Reeve going on a tear here. If he can go on an Amp run here, this could seal the deal and send it to map 3. There's 1 kill. 1 more kill would probably do it. And there it is. That's going to send them back to the spawn with 40 seconds to go. That should do it with 30. Yeah, just about 30 seconds to go. It's going to be really difficult for them to get 5 kills in a row, especially with the Amp not in their hands. And that said, yeah, this is the point where Reeve might want to back away. Repeat for it on his side, able to get that shield belt in his hands as well. So counting down the time, 25 seconds. I think this one's going to go back into CC's. Yep, back into their pocket. Look at that. Good games coming out. So a super, super back and forth game. Teams just exchanging leads. I think maybe 7 or 8 frags was the biggest lead we saw the whole map. Very close game on Rankin. Not unlike what we saw in Canon, honestly. BRD was able to sneak away with it towards the end, but kind of extend that lead. But you just felt like if these teams played for 100 hours, they would come out pretty much even again. But as it is, each team taking a map. We're going to see map 3 coming up here next. Looks like it's going to be Focus, so a little bit bigger map. Seems like we went from Canon to Rankin to Focus, so from small for 2v2 to medium for 2v2 to a relatively large, I think, for 2v2. So it'll be interesting to see how each team's style translates over. All right, so one way or another, this will be our last 2-on-2 deathmatch game of the week. And of course, we still have 2 best-of-3 duel matches coming up after this one. So far, these teams splitting 4v4 maps, splitting 2v2 maps. So the way I see it, Champion of the Universe coming up for this map right now. Here we go, players are ready. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with this tiebreaker map to determine the very last 2v2 matchup of the day. BRD and CC have split dead even so far between the 4v4 and the 2v2. So this will determine who gets this third point rather of this matchup this week. Leading into the duel matches coming up right afterwards. Ooh, rockets to the face, Reeve. Nice anticipation there. We saw BRD taking Cannon, a much smaller map. CC coming back on ranking, a little more of a medium-sized map. We'll see if that momentum carries over, if CC likes this bigger version of, this bigger TDM map that is. Or BRD can come right back. They were back and forth both games already. Early on in this one, Reeve with the first shield belt. We're going to follow him. Perhaps try to angle towards... Ooh, and Spixie kills himself with rockets. It's going to be a -1 to that scoreboard, sending him back down to 4-1, but still, again, only a 3-frag lead. And I would be shocked to see either of these teams really pull into a comfortable lead anytime soon. We do have amp spawning. Boots are up, so we'll take a look at the amp to see if anyone decides to piston up to it. Reeve can if he wants to, but it doesn't have a ton. Oh, the boots come up. Oh, he gets killed off of this, so boots are going to be up by sniper rifle. Reeve, though, has no health now. Zion's going to be pushing in. He's going to jump up and grab those boots and go straight for the amp. Got to be careful, though, so low on health. He does go down. He has a teammate right beside him, though, so Repeat able to grab that amp and get the double kill. Smart move there by Repeat and Reeve, knowing that he was likely to drop that amp. Able to get in a position to trade it off and get 2 more kills off it. We're going after the spawner. Stinger versus Dual Enforcer. Dual Enforcer loses this time. Again, that inaccuracy, just such a crapshoot like we've seen before. Oh, Flak and Goo wins this time, so a lot of soft counters not really working out so far this game. But still in a 7-frag lead early on by CC. Kind of surprised to see them take the lead that far this early in the match, given how back and forth the last match was. 100 armor will be spawning soon. Nobody waiting for it yet. Looks like Reeve's going to be backing up, heading over to it. He has boots. He still has boots, so if he can survive this next shield belt spawn, you could see Reeve making a move on amp. You see them getting there ahead of time, trying to lock them out of the room. BRD extremely low on health. They both go down. Shield belt gets grabbed by Repeat, but Reeve does have boots. We'll see if they decide to send Reeve up to get the amp, or if Repeat wants to jump up there with a piston himself and take that damage. Looks like neither. They're actually going to go for the spawn kills instead. So amp is still up, and Reeve now has boots. Surprised to see him not grab that amp. He's got jump boots and he just ran right by it, perhaps looking for health first and foremost. Zion all over Repeat. See a Goo battle. That Goo's gonna be chasing him down. He's gotta watch it. It's chasing him in circles, trying to catch him from behind. Finally expires. And this fight over the amp room continues. Spixie comes in and takes that amp. So after all that, Spixie swings through, grabs the amp, goes down, and Zion has it in his hands. This amp is just looking for a home. Totally an orphan amp right now. That amp was up almost long enough for 2 shield belts to spawn. But said, Zion with it in his hands. Spixie does grab that belt. Dangerous shot right next to his teammate. 100 armor and boots both up. Looks like things getting a little chaotic though. Some of these teams perhaps losing a little bit of sharpness on their timing. 100 still up. And a couple of kills there for BRD, trying to make a move to get back into this one. Double-digit lead early on, kind of surprising for how close these two teams have played. Definitely surprising to see CC take this big of a lead early on. We'll see what BRD can do to try to come back. But right now, Reeve and Repeat looking very good in this map. Oh, Reeve killing his teammate and Spixie. But still a 10 frag lead. Amp's going to be spawning soon. Going to take you up to it right around the corner here. It's like nobody in position for it. I think jump boots did just get grabbed, so there you go. Reeve's going to have 100 armor and amp, looking for someone to shoot at. Only a rocket launcher though, doesn't have sniper rifle or anything like that. Ooh, pulls out the enforcer. He goes down, coughs it up to Zion, who only has 34 health. So he's going to slide back into that shield belt room and try to hide. Ooh, Reeve taking out Zion. He was pretty low in life. Spixie goes down as well, extending that to a 13-point lead. Getting close to the halfway point here. A couple more kills and CC extending that lead even further. 100 armor is going to be up. We'll take this opportunity to peek at the scoreboard while we wait for that to spawn. Yeah, you see shield belts going in CC's favor, but otherwise not a huge discrepancy in power-ups. But look at the damage difference. Reeve and Repeat just looking way more comfortable on this map, getting much more damage output. That's definitely been the difference so far. Repeat now on a killing spree. You saw Reeve with a rising rocket blast. He does have jump boots and the amp is spawning, so he might make a play on that soon. Ooh, grabbing that 100 armor first. He still has 2 jump boots charges left, so he might be able to jump up there. There he goes. Only rockets and flak again though. No hit scan weapons to work with. Eats a rocket by Zion. Ooh, getting splattered by Spixie, takes them both out. Walks away with a little bit of armor of his own. Oh, and rockets to the back. Repeat with the cheeky maneuvers, hiding around the corner, shoots him in the back, taking him out and grabbing that 100 armor. So a big turnaround there by Repeat, who baited him out, didn't get the kill, but did knock him off that power up. We'll have 10 seconds till this belt spawns. We're going to back up and see the fight over it. See, Reeve and Repeat getting stuck down low. It looks like they maybe don't have exact timing. Reeve does grab it. That was a dangerous position. If Zion had gotten there a second earlier with those rockets, he may have been able to drop some down onto his head and stolen that shield belt. Instead, he does get away, and Reeve able to kind of survive. It'll be interesting to note if they do that again or if they have the exact timing now. Amp will be up soon. Reeve probably not going to want a piston up there. Jump boots are up though, so someone can get down there. Nope, he is going to piston, so Reeve going for it, getting the sniper kill. A 20 frag lead now with just under half of the map left to go. CC looking really good to finish this one off strong. And there's the killing spree there by Reeve, chasing him down with the link gun. Oh, the long-range combo by Reeve. Not able to hit the follow-up primary, but nice anticipation and patience there to get that combo out there. Remember, kids, you miss 100% of the combos you don't take. And Reeve proving he is a generous lover, giving that amp right over to Repeat, who does have 150 armor on his back, able to stand in and tank some damage. Reeve actually takes out Zion with that Enforcer shot, and up to a 25, or excuse me, a 25 frag lead now. CC looking like they're in control to ride this one out and snag those points. So 4 minutes to go, but gonna be very difficult. Again, this is one of the bigger maps. So it's not one of those maps that you can just crank out a bunch of kills on quickly, so looking like it's all CC's favor at this point. Ooh, and the headshot by Zion. Answers back, gets him 100 armor. So BRD's still playing through this one. Belt actually just got taken a bit ago. So still 40 seconds on it. Actually, the amp's going to spawn next. 100 armor right before then. Spixie getting a couple kills of his own. And Boots getting taken. Didn't see who grabbed those. Probably Reeve over there. Let's go on board with him. Maybe not. So yeah, nobody with jump boots right now. So you're going to see a Piston up there. Zion with the U damage. I don't feel like... Yeah, it's been it's been 5-1 grabbing amps off of the spawn. I was about to say BRD hasn't picked up many amps off the pickup base. Normally they've been getting them off the ground. So finally in position to grab one. I think only the second one of the game. Doing some damage, but they have a huge lead to overcome, and Repeat baiting him into those rockets. Ooh, Reeve eating that link. Spixie with another double kill. Spixie continues to be highly efficient with his weapons today. So far in this game, they've just been a little bit outmatched by Reeve and Repeat. Ooh, up to a 24 frag lead now as Repeat continues. What's his accuracy coming out at? 50% sniper, 75% bio rifle, obviously cheating. So with a minute and a half to go, it looks like this one's gonna be over. Give you another quick look at the scoreboard there. This one really all CC's favor. BRD started coming back a little bit in the last 3 quarters or so of the game, but it was pretty much over by then. So a nice job by CC coming back. They had game 1 in the bag. They actually had a bit of a lead. About halfway through or so, BRD came storming back, took the lead at the end. They were back and forth on ranking. And then on this map, CC keeping focused, not getting fatigued, not getting caught up with what might have happened in map 1. Able to take control of this map and really just front run the whole way and finish it off strong. Up to a 25 frag lead now. CC looking good in team deathmatch. Of course, we've got 2 best-of-3 duels coming up right after this one to determine the last 2 maps doled out this week. So there you go. It is official. CC taking the 2v2 portion of this matchup. So we'll move over to the brackets real quick and give you a peek at that. You see Anzuoff versus Cruel, and then Connects versus Flick Switch to finish us off this week. So while they get that match set up, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we'll be back here in just a second. And Anzuoff versus Cruel coming up next. All right, cool. Looks like he's got this server up and ready to go. So we're going to jump right into this one. All right, we are up around 75 viewers. Not bad, y'all. We are in, what, hour 9 of this cast? We're about to finish things off strong with perhaps 2 of the more intriguing duel matchups of the day, and we've already seen some very close ones. So here we go, players are ready. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. Ooh, Cruel versus Anzu spawning right next to each other to kick things off. Quick early kill by Anzuoff to take the lead. We're going to see if he can translate it into any more early on in this one. Only 30 seconds in, but of course still plenty of map left to play. Ooh, Cruel answers right back with some sniper rifle of his own. We saw him earlier today, looking very comfortable with his aim. Anzuoff, though, getting in his face with the link gun, and that's what we saw being effective against Cruel earlier on in the day, is getting in his face. The link gun with the rockets, just making his aim a little more uncomfortable. Ooh, shots coming out. Anzuoff gets the best of him there, up 3 to 1 already early on in this one. Anzu coming around that corner, nice combo to the back, another one on top. Finishes him off with the link gun. And there you go. up 4-1 early, and right now Anzu just looks like he's all over Cruel. Still only a 3-frag lead though, and this is something that we've seen sometimes already earlier today in duels. And just because someone's got map control doesn't mean that they necessarily turn it into an insurmountable lead. Anzu actually playing a pretty well-balanced game so far. A mix of aggression and also sort of being pragmatic about his approach. Chasing him down, taking the easy fights, while also controlling the map. You see him scoop over, or running over and scooping up the sniper rifle. Little things like that, just making sure you give your opponent as few resources as possible, really make a big difference. Now up 7-1, Anzu trying to bait him over to that shield belt spawning, pulling out the rocket launcher as soon as he went up that lift. And that's good weapon discipline by Anzu. Rather than trying to outduel someone up close with shock, pulls out the better weapon for the situation, the rocket launcher, waits for him to come up that lift, and just bounces him right away. And both armors now going to Anzu, still firmly in control of this one. Ooh, the fall away. Shock primaries by Anzu, down low on health, but Cruel not able to chase him down yet. Cruel still has a health advantage. Ooh, but 2 more shock primaries. The juggling by Anzu, just hitting his shots right now, and then finishing it up with the link gun. And Cruel there had a little bit of an advantage, and just couldn't make anything happen there. There, Anzu, I think, basically killed himself with a rocket. Finishes him right off with the Enforcer, so right back to a 7-frag lead, and Anzu right now pretty much just having his way with the map. We're about halfway through, up 7. And Cruel right now is going to have to try to make something happen. We'll take a look at his perspective, what he's seeing, and I think he's just not feeling comfortable challenging any of these armors. There's a couple sniper shots in a row, 3 in a row, so that's exactly what he needed. If he can hit one more, oh, and he's coming up 1 shot short every time. Ooh, there's a big rocket. Combos hitting from below. Oh, another one lined up, and Anzu feeling very comfortable with his shots right there. That's not an easy shot, sliding around like that. You see Cruel slowing down that shock ball. He's going to be on the run. We'll take a look from his perspective. So Cruel now trying to make something happen, but just on the run the whole game. Look at the weapons that he's got. Basically just a little bit of stinger ammo, no shock ammo, and nothing else at his disposal. And that's kind of how he's felt the whole game. Even when he gets shots off on Anzu, he doesn't really have any resources to follow it up. Oh, the rocket. Trailing behind him, Cruel able to get a big hit on Anzu. Again, doesn't have the health to chase him down and finish him off. He is going to get this 100 armor though, which will allow him to engage and try to fight him off of this shield belt, which doesn't spawn for another 5 seconds. So this could be Cruel's chance to get his opportunity to come back into this one. But the huge combo by Anzu turns him away right on the spot. And there's still a bit of time left in this one, but you got to figure it's going to be hard to come back mentally from that one where he had his chance and just couldn't make it happen. Ooh, rocket missing the midair rocket is Anzu. Cruel trying to give chase. Doesn't want to eat any rockets though and go right back down to spawn. But with just about 3 minutes to go, Cruel at some point, if he wants to have any chance of coming back in this one, is going to have to come up with something. Make an aggressive move. He needs to surprise Anzu. I think he did just that. Ending up dropping down right on top of him in mid. trying to follow him up. A couple quick shots. There's another combo coming out. The 12-4, still 3 minutes to go. Cruel has to pick up some health and armor. Oh, misses the combo. Oh man, can't get the shield belt. Anzuoff with nothing but goo, able to scare Cruel off of the belt. Oh, and the goo shot as it comes up the lift, and that's pretty much been the story of the match for Cruel. Even whenever he does what he wanted to do, gets a nice shot off, gets a couple kills, gets something going, Anzuoff just does something to kill that momentum. Ooh, flak balls to the face. Cruel gets knocked off the wall and shredded. Anzuoff gonna make himself a little Swiss cheese sandwich. Nice combo lined up by Anzu. Couldn't complete it, but with under 2 minutes to go now, looks like it's pretty much academic at this point. We'll take a look at the scoreboard. Cruel, kind of what we've seen in some of the previous duels. Cruel doing pretty decent damage here. But when all of the armors, and even though, especially the weapon control, going in Anzu's favor, just so hard to overcome that. There's the concession with a couple minutes left to go. Yeah, Anzuoff pretty much running this map from beginning to end. This is going to be a best of 3 though, so Cruel will have his chance to come back. Map 2 is going to be Leah, so bit of a different flavor to Leah. And of course, following that one up, we will end the day with Connects versus Flick Switch. That'll be our last duel and our last match of the week, so definitely stick around for that. But right now, we're heading over to Leah for map 2 with Anzu up 1-0. And barely getting loaded into Leah. These players already ready to go. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5, we're here with map 2. Anzu versus Cruel. Saw Anzu taking map 1 convincingly. Cruel's gonna try to make that a thing of the past, but going down early on, 1-0. Anzu's gonna get right on top of him, trying to rocket him up that lift. Ooh, just misses him with that rocket hitting the corner. I think we're going to see a lot more rocket play on this map, which honestly I think doesn't necessarily play in Cruel's favor. I think he's a better mid-range player with the shock rifle. We'll see how that plays out as it goes on, but early on, definitely to Anzu's advantage. Ooh, sniper shots coming out, and that's what Cruel wants to do, is ping him down, take those sniper shots from across the map, take those pot shots, whittle him down, and then be able to follow it up. Ooh, but Anzu baits him into that jump right onto the shield belt and erases him. Down to 25 health is Anzu up there, so he has to be careful if Cruel can get a couple shots on him. He's got that link gun out. Oh, he dives straight at him, putting a lot of pressure on Anzu. Anzu, though, only needs 1 hit to get a kill of his own. Cruel down to 2 health. Oh, and there he goes. And again, Cruel just 1 hit short of getting a kill. Seemed like that was the case all last map. And Anzu completely happy to just get away from that and run and pick up some more health and armor. Does have 100 armor spawning in 5 seconds. Then he'll have 20 seconds to get around a shield belt, so still plenty of time. Might even pick up some health vials on the way. We'll see if Cruel tries to ambush him on the way to the shield belt. That might be his best opportunity to try to get back into this one. The rocket's coming out, big shot on Cruel. And instead, Anzu actually able to ambush Cruel trying to go to shield belt. Both players pretty weak. And as ever, Cruel, another shot on Anzu. 1 shot short still. And yet again, Anzuoff taking him out, down to 51 HP. Ooh, just misses taking him off the spawn though, so killing spree coming out. 5-0, just a couple minutes into this one. Cruel trying to keep his head. Ooh, more rockets coming out, and Anzuoff just running away with this one at this point. There is still time for Cruel to come back. Just going to be a matter of what can he figure out, what can he find that Anzuoff is doing that he can exploit. Anzu right now did miss that 100 armor. Look, he's going to give up the 100 to go for the shield belt. Cruel hits a couple shots on him. Got him down to 56 HP. Actually misses the belt though, so Cruel falls down, misses the belt. Anzu goes and grabs the 100 armors, conceding the belt. And there you go, Cruel now with a chance. He actually has the health and armor advantage for as rare as that's been in this matchup. He's got to try to make the most of it. And of course, Anzuoff immediately hits him with a shock ball and shock primary. And Anzu right now just out-fragging him. I mean, when they stand toe-to-toe with the shock rifles and the link guns, yeah, Anzuoff just winning those battles. Ooh, the combo's coming out. Can't quite connect. There we go. Pushes Cruel away. Cruel, though, getting himself another shield belt. Let's see, is that only the second one? Yeah, shield belts have been going back and forth, but Anzu's been converting that armor to a little bit more damage and, of course, points on the board. These two right now just running circles around each other with these rockets. Cruel now has to be careful. He tries to dive down in his face, beats him to the health pool. Can't take him out with those rockets, and Anzuoff with 76 HP can chase him back down. And there you see that spawn kill coming out, but can't quite finish the job. And Cruel Anzuoff making Cruel pay for trying to chase him down. Up to a 9-0 lead. Another rocket comes out. Rockets so key on this map. Again, as much as everyone wants to play the shock primary and combo game, we've seen rockets change the look of matches so much in this game. There's the rampage right there. And there's the concession. Anzuoff really just front running on this one from beginning to end. 2 more maps in CC's favor. Or excuse me, I guess 1 more point in their favor, we'll say. And now we've got our last duel of the day, our last match of the day, Connects versus Flick Switch, coming up now. They may not have been ready to play this quickly, so we're going to let them get this set up. We'll be back to jump in there in just a bit. Stick around. All right, looks like we've got this one up and ready to go. Flick Switch versus Connects. Here we go. Last game of the day. Flick Switch versus Connects. It's going to be a best of 3 duel once again for the last points in this matchup. These two teams have been back and forth all matchup. This one, perhaps one of the most interesting duels of the day. We've seen some go into overtime. We've seen some go into third maps. These are a couple players that also excel in a couple specific maps. I think this is an interesting map between these two in particular, and if it goes to a third map, I'm very curious what that'll end up looking like. It looks like it's going to be Solo, then ASDF, and then Leah. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Players are ready right now, though. Here's the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. We got Connects versus Flick Switch, the last duel of the day. Second one between BRD and CC. For the 5th and final point of this UTPL Week 5 play day. Ooh, sniper shot coming out by Connects. This is what he wants to do. He very much wants to keep this a mid to long range game. Ooh, rockets to the face, so not afraid to close the gap. He is perfectly happy keeping you at a distance, hit scanning you down, and then running away when he needs to. We've seen his movement exceptional on this map. Flick Switch, though, we've seen him also very comfortable with this map. There's definitely going to be some cat and mouse happening, especially with Connects in the lead. Ooh, rockets coming out by Connects. As much as Connects favors that sniper rifle, rockets making the difference so far. Switch over to Connects' view as he just misses that shot. Ooh, and Flick Switch just misses that mid-air rocket. Both doing each other a favor. Missing mid-air shots. They're going to back up to their corners of the map now and regroup. Ooh, shots coming out from below. Flick Switch just reminding him that he's there. Give him a love tap. Connects returns the favor with that mid-air sniper. These two just so methodical with their approaches. They're waiting to get an advantage. Neither player wants to dive in there with even health and armor. But we might see a fight over this next shield belt spawn. And there's that close range where rockets and flat come out. And Connects gives up a shield belt, so Flick Switch able to rotate all the way around and grab that belt. Connects now is going to want to pick up this 100 armor to make up for the fact he's down to 56 armor himself. Does a good job negating some of that shield belt, so now he's got himself an advantage. If he can hit one more shot, he may engage with Flick Switch and try to force a fight. There's the sniper shot. He may close the gap now. Ooh, he misses that jump. Still, though, he does have Flick Switch on the run again. And with one more shot, he will most definitely try to close that gap. Oh, and he chases him off of the health packs. That's a big rocket right there, because now it's going to give him a free 100 armor as Flick Switch backs up and has to take health from other parts of the map. Oh, you see the closure. Oh, right on top. Tries to go for the mid-air shot. Does a little bit of splash damage, but connects. Having sniper ammo, maybe could have finished him off with sniper, but he's able to chase him into the wall, and Flick Switch shoots himself in the face with flak. Not sure if that was one of those weapon switch accidental fire things or what, but there you go. 1 to -1. 2 frag lead now for Connects. So let's switch over to Flick Switch's perspective, see what he's looking at, trying to fight back against Connects. Connects is so tough on this map, particularly when he's got the lead. He's just not going to let you force a fight that he doesn't want to take. So Flick Switch might need to just outshoot him from a distance. Not going to be an easy task. May be able to try to ambush him around a corner if he can be silent enough to make that happen. And unfortunately, taking all these little pot shots is also going to make it very difficult for Flick Switch to contest these armors. Ooh, a big combo comes out by Flick, not able to do any damage. He does have health to back up into. Interesting that he only took 1 health back. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. I don't think that was on purpose, because now he's being chased down by the link gun. That extra 5 or 10 health can make a big difference. Connects, turns that corner and snipes him down. And Connects still on a roll. Up by 4 now, halfway through this one. So Connects now, as always, being so methodical, just waits for that shock ball to pass him by. And back up to 100 over 150 just like that. Ooh, it gets knocked down. That was a big combo with a chance for Flick Switch now to close that gap and snipe him down, and he does just that. So a 3 frag lead, but Flick Switch now in control of the map with a chance to maybe chase him down. See those prediction rockets coming out, just trying to push him around the map a little bit. Connects hears them coming though. And Connects able to back up. Ooh, and the combo just waiting for him right on that 100 armor. Nice rocket though to bounce back from Flick Switch, but Connects still 50 HP and the 100 armor. So this Stinger though could take him out. Flick Switch right in Connects' grill. So answers right back with that counter kill and another one of his own. So pulling back within 2 is Flick Switch. Only 23 HP. He's gonna have to avoid this Enforcer barrage by Connects. He does get that belt, but he goes down now to Enforcer shots. And these two just chasing each other down over and over. And this time 2 kills in a row to Connects. And that's gonna build it up to a 4 frag lead. See this? This is exactly the game Connects wants to play. Slowing it down, turning it into a game of taking pot shots at each other, playing whack-a-mole with the sniper rifle. That's totally fine. Connects excels at that, especially when he's got a lead and the clock's winding down. He really doesn't care if anyone else gets any more kills this game. He's perfectly happy to just keep taking shots at you, predicting you with the sniper rifle and keeping you at a distance, because that's how he's going to win. Flick Switch is going to have to find a way to close this gap. Nice jump there up to the sniper rifle. I think he was expecting Connects to go the other way, but Connects escaping back and up towards that 100 armor. And he's got it to his back, so if Flick Switch damages him, Connects just going to back right up into it. He knows that, tries to get the falling sniper shot. Still got 30 seconds to that belt, so right now Flick Switch a bit out of position. Not much happening for him in this section of the map. A nice falling combo, though. Actually catches Connects being uncharacteristically aggressive there. Maybe Connects trying to put it away. Dives down in his face, and there's the flak primary to finish him off. Flickswitch has to be careful. He knows he's up there by that stinger. He's chasing him down, looking for him by the health packs. No kill coming out there, so Flickswitch trying to catch him up by the belt. Flick really wants to contest this belt. Oh, he's a little bit late with that combo, but he does do some damage. And now he's going to be desperately trying to get to that 100 armor. He actually gets there, connects, doesn't take a shot at it. Only 90 seconds left, though. Flickswitch here is going to need to make something big happen as soon as possible. You see him shooting rockets across the map, trying to catch him coming around a corner. Not a bad idea, but with almost down to a minute to go, closing this gap. Oh, you see him missing that jump. Oh, takes that shot. He has a chance if Flickswitch can just get into his face, but that's easier said than done. Connects' movement on this map is so good. And that's so frustrating, trying to snipe someone, and they just throw a shock ball out to completely block your view, and he turns the corner, rockets himself in the face. Connects somehow lives with 23 HP, and that's going to do it as far as this map goes. Flickswitch going to finish this one off, but Connect's going to go up 1-0. Flickswitch does get that kill to finish things off. Pretty efficient game coming around by both players as far as weapon accuracy goes. But Connect's really doing exactly what we expect him to do. This is his game. This is what he wanted to do on this map. I think ASDF's going to be next, and then Leah would be the tiebreaker. But map 1, Solo going to Connects. You see that there. I mean, just controlling the map. Not a huge discrepancy in power-ups, but enough. And then definitely the damage output. All of those long-range sniper shots and, you know, shock, both combos and primaries, just keeping Flickswitch at bay, keeping him from being able to close that gap. And when they had those respawn kill kind of back and forth fights about 3/4 of the way through the map, Flickswitch had an opportunity there, and Connects just stopped them cold. And I think that's really what sealed the deal there. All right, map 2 getting underway right now. Could this be the last map of the day where we'll see a third map? Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here watching Connects versus Flickswitch go to map 2. Connects just took map 1 on Solo. It's going to be up to Flickswitch to try to win this one to push it to map 3. Or Connects can seal the deal, gaining another point for CC in this UTPL season. Ooh, rockets to the face. Connects. Maybe trying to ambush Flickswitch, taking him by surprise with this close range rocket play. Chasing him down so far. It looks like all he had was rockets and links, so that makes sense. So Connects showing some versatility. Definitely prefers that long range fighting like we saw on Solo, but not afraid to pull out the rockets and link. Get things done. Belt's gonna spawn at the same time as 100. Ooh, Flickswitch chasing him back. You saw the quick moves by Connect to avoid going up that jump pad. Would have been right into a combo by Flickswitch. See them just baiting each other around the corner. Neither one really able to connect with anything. Someone's gonna run out of ammo first. It looks like it's gonna be Connects. So Flick's got him in the corner, trying to hit him with some rockets and flak. Or excuse me, rockets and link. There's a little bit of link damage and Connects. Credit Connects there, not only able to keep timing in his head to run back and grab that 100 armor, but then turns around and pops off a sniper shot. A lot of concentration going on there on his side. Oh, a nice combo there by Connects. Just waiting to hear that lift sound. As soon as he did, threw that combo out. 2-0 lead. Oh, another big combo by Connects. Oh, and another one right off the spawn. Connects right now. Everything he's throwing out just working, just feeling it right now. One step ahead of Flick Switch on this map. And it seems like everywhere Flick Switch goes, Connects just has a shot waiting for him right now. Another combo coming out. And right now, Flick Switch hasn't done anything to throw Connects off his rhythm. Everything Connects is doing here is just right in his comfort zone. He's been able to avoid these prediction shots by Flick Switch, minimize the damage. Hasn't been knocked off of armors. And get the headshot to take him out. And the killing spree. Connects right now has just been given no reason to doubt himself. Flick Switch with a couple shots there, though. If he can hit one more shot to take him out, this would give him a chance to get back into this one. There's the combo. So Flick Switch with an opportunity to get something going here. He's still got 82 health. He can deny him that shock rifle. Can't deny him the sniper rifle. 50 armor is going to go to Flick. He does have 10 seconds to get over there to the belt. 100 armor will spawn first. I think he would rather fight over the 100 armors. No, he's going to back up and decide to go for that belt. So maybe just deciding a little too late. Takes a couple shots by Connects, but does get that belt in his control. And a chance to push him off the 100 as well as Connects decides to try to bait him rather than grabbing the 100. So Connects, a bit of an armor disadvantage now. He's got to be careful. We've seen them play chicken with these shot combos through mid like that. 100 armor does get grabbed by Connects, so maybe a minor victory there for Connects because Flick Switch definitely had him where he wanted him. Couldn't finish it off and turn it into a kill. So what we're seeing right now, Flick Switch looking a little unsure of what to expect from Connects. He still doesn't quite have a beat on him. He's playing a little more reactively. But with 5 seconds to this belt, ooh, missing that combo. This is a huge turning point right here. If Flick Switch can fight him off this belt, he can chase him down. Connects only down to 100 armor, so Flick Switch, as good of an opportunity as he's had so far, take control of this map, but can he turn it into points? That's the key. And Flick guessing wrong. Connects hits the other side of the map, picking up that armor and health. 100 armor is going to be in Flick Switch's range right there, and Connects can't do anything about it. So, again, control balanced right back into Flick Switch's favor until he ate that combo. And there's the concession. Again, it just seemed like everything Flick Switch did, Connects was right there waiting for him. So there you have it. Connects taking this last duel of the day. Be sure to check out that UTPL website. I think they're going to have to update rankings tonight. I don't think it's going to be live, but you can take a look at their rankings. You know what? We'll peek at it while we're here. So, of course, BRD playing 2 matches today. They're going to gain a good amount of points from those, evening them back out. So keep an eye on this page. Of course, that's UTProLeague.com. as those rankings get updated with all of the matches we saw today. But good matches coming out, lots of close ones, lots of back and forth games. This is one of the closer weeks we've had. We had overtimes. So I think that's going to do it for us today, but do want to thank everybody. As always, thank the admins for running this. Thank the sponsors for sponsoring it. Shout out to all the players for showing up, being ready to go, you know, getting these matches played. Played a lot of UT today.